Hey guys, so I'm filming this right now because I think I might be pregnant. Okay, so keep in mind this is something that I have been wanting for my whole life. I've always wanted to have a child. You know, there's things like on my list I've always wanted to do, like get married, get engaged, all of this. And having children is definitely at the top of my list. I had my period from the 5th to the 12th of, usually that's how it goes, like early in the month. And I had my period normally in February, 5th to the 12th, right? Well, it is now the 20, what is it? It is now the 26th of February. Oh my God, it just changed. Did you see that? It just changed to the 12/22. That's our lucky number. Oh my God, that's crazy. But, wow. So, yeah, it's the 26th now, and the way that I feel is a way that I've never felt in my entire life. Like, I'm just gonna explain everything to you, and I may delete this and never use it because maybe it's not true, but I might be a week pregnant right now. And I'm starting to feel things that are very abnormal. So within this last week, I've been slowly getting like more and more bloated. I feel as if my uterus is like pulling, like as if someone's like pulling on it. You know what I mean? Like this, it's not a pain or anything. It's just kind of like a dull, constant little ache, like at the very bottom. I've been peeing like insane amounts. I don't even understand because I'm not even drinking that much for it to be able to come out that much. So that's a little bit alarming. And it doesn't burn to pee because at first I thought maybe it was like a UTI. I think my boobs are getting bigger. I know it's only been a week, okay? Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm in my head about this, but I feel like my boobs are bigger. I feel like nauseous, especially when I'm like slightly bending over or like moving around. I set up this whole setup today so I could film videos for you guys again. And the whole time I'm just like halfway feeling like I want to throw up, and then the other half just like I want to sit down and not move ever again. Very tired. I feel like I can sleep for 14 hours and be totally cool with that. I sleep a lot normally, but you know, I've been feeling like I want to sleep a little extra longer, which is already too much, you know? I'm having some weird craving. Not weird cravings that aren't usual to what I usually have. It's just like the timing of it is a little random and weird. I will just be like, I need to have it. It's not like, oh, I kind of want this. It's like, I need to have it immediately. I need to fulfill this craving right now. My period doesn't start for a few days. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna wait till March 1st, and I'm going to take a pregnancy test like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th each day, and we'll see what happens. I don't know, I'm just like strongly, like there's so many signs and there's so many things that are pointing towards it and symptoms I'm feeling that I'm like, I seriously think there's a baby inside right now. There's a baby inside of me. I will be taking you guys with me along on this journey if that is really actually true. And yeah, so that's the very first update. I just got here at CVS. Pick up a pregnancy test. I think I'm gonna get two. There's this one that was like around $10. It has 5 stars with like 92 reviews. I think it's a CVS brand one, I'm not sure. Maybe not, but hold on, I have it on my phone. That one. I'm planning on taking, I think I'm gonna do 2 tonight, and I'll wait to look at it when Ryan gets home from work because he's on night shifts, so it would be in the morning of the 1st when he gets home. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I just feel so strongly that I'm pregnant. It's not even funny. Like I've never felt this way before. All the symptoms that I've had, there's even some that I didn't even list in the previous video that I just forgot about. But I also have been having a lot of gas and like not going number 2 as much as I usually do. And I feel like I thought it was weird that I was getting so many symptoms so early on, but I read that it does happen to some women. They get symptoms like right away, whereas some, they don't even know that they're pregnant until like 4 weeks in. So for me, I've been feeling like very nauseous, even just moving around. I just want to vomit everywhere, even though I don't, but like I have that sensation of nausea, you know, like I am gonna throw up just doing the littlest things. But like I kind of like it though, you know what I mean? Because I've always wanted to have a baby. So when I'm feeling these negative symptoms, I get excited about it because I want a baby so bad. Okay. I think it's this one. Oh good, 2 of them come with it. Okay, never mind. It's this one, I realized. See, that's $10.49, and that one was $17.99. Oh my god. So I got the advanced 1-step. This is the one that you can test 5 days before your missed period. And I'm trying to read the instructions right now so I know exactly what to do. But it says for pregnant, it's going to be a plus sign where the circle is. And then if it's not pregnant, it's going to be like just a line without the line going through it the opposite way. So I'm obviously hopeful. Like I obviously really want it to be positive, but I know that this might be a little bit too early, unfortunately. And you know, it's only been 10 days since I believe we conceived, but maybe it'll need more time, you know, 10 to 14 days type of thing. So we'll see. But I just feel like something is so different. I'm very in tune with myself. Like I know how my body feels throughout different phases of my life. Like especially when it comes to my monthly periods. Like I know exactly how that feels because I've done it so many times now. And this was not the same at all. Also, another thing is that this specific test that I wanted, it was only available at this price, like this exact one, in blue. There was none in pink like I showed you guys on my phone. So I don't know if that's a sign, but we'll see. I'm happy either way, but I felt like that was a sign. I'm a sign kind of girl. When I feel like I see things or like I feel things, or like my lucky numbers I'll see over and over again sometimes, I feel like it's for a reason. I'm freaking out. What I'm feeling right now is just very surprised if it is positive, because honestly guys, I thought it was going to be so hard for me to get pregnant. Like I genuinely thought that I was going to have to be trying for like at least a year for something to ever happen. Just because, a little TMI, but I'm just going to tell you guys anyway in case you happen to be in the same boat. The only thing I've ever done was the pull-out method. Now keep in mind, I've been doing that since my 20s, and I'm now going to be 33 in April. How is it possible that the pull-out method has worked for that many years? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it seems like it would be impossible, right? Like, how did I not get pregnant all of those years? Oh my god. Okay. Only 2 minutes. That's not a bad wait. I can wait that long. Alright guys, I will show you guys the results after Ryan comes back from work and I do the test. But yeah, wish me luck. So the last time you saw me, I think, was March 1st, and I had taken this test here from, I think this was Clear Blue. It was $10.99 for 2, and I could see a very faint line, but I didn't believe anything because the line was so faint that I'm like, I don't think I'm pregnant. And I actually got really distraught about it. I was feeling super sad because I felt this way in my stomach, like I felt something in there. My body was making all these weird changes that I've never felt like this before, and I just had this feeling that something was different. And so I was really, really upset when it said negative. I know that takes a while for HCG levels to rise, and I probably took it a little too early, but just seeing the negative really made me upset. So that whole rest of the night, I didn't film anything. I was just like really quiet. I didn't even want to eat. I was kind of like in a depressive state a little bit. So then we had worked out and Ryan was like, just take another test and see what happens. So that's when I took the second one from the same brand, and the line was a little bit darker. Like it was a little bit more there than the first time, but it still wasn't enough to convince me. So I'm like sad again. I'm like, this is just really hard to see. I don't want to see any more negatives. I'm gonna wait a few days because the more I see these negatives, the more upset I'm getting. So I was going to wait a few more days, but Ryan convinced me again to take a test on the second after we had worked out. And that is when I got my first positive. You guys, I'm pregnant. Oh my God. I had held it in my pee cup for like 20 seconds and I was waiting while it was laying flat for like a minute because I didn't want to go out and tell him yet. So I was just like watching it. And I saw that line start to come in, the second line. And then I opened the door and I'm like, I had my shirt up like this with tears just like running down my face. I'm like, babe, I'm pregnant. And he was like, no way, no way. So he comes over and he looks at it and I'm just like bawling. He gives me a hug and kiss for a few minutes, but I felt upset that I didn't film it. I wish that I had had that moment between us that I could like rewatch it again forever, but it was just in the moment of things, and I had already gotten 2 negatives, so I didn't really think I was actually pregnant. So to see that second line was like absolutely crazy. I'm like, oh my God, this is not. Then I started freaking out. I'm like, I'm pregnant. What do I do? Who do I talk to? Who do I call? Who do I tell? Oh wait, I can't tell anybody yet because you gotta wait till after the first trimester. So I started looking up online, like, I am pregnant, what now? That was my Google search. I'm like trying to figure everything out. It was very exciting, but scary at the same time to know that there is a baby inside of me that is growing. And okay, anyway, so after I took that one, we wanted to make sure, and I took the second one earlier this morning, and it was again positive. So I officially am pregnant, you guys. I am officially pregnant. That is like one of my dreams. Seriously, I've always wanted to be a mom. I'm so excited. So unfortunately for me, I'm already extremely huge. I don't know if it's just like from bloating or what, but my mom had sent me pictures of her when she was pregnant with me and with my older brother too, which actually my older brother was twins. So there's a potential there could be twins in here. She had told me that she felt every single thing during the pregnancy, and that is exactly what is happening to me. From the day after we did it, I pretty much started having symptoms and I felt my body was not the same. I'm just so happy that what I've been feeling is now validated, and it is in fact true. It's like the greatest feeling ever. I'm gonna cry again, hold on. Anyway, I don't know what to do. So I wish you guys could help me, but I can't tell you yet. I'm gonna film this whole process regardless so that you guys can at least feel like you were with me during it. And so I can look back on this and be able to rewatch and remember everything. I'm gonna cry again. I'm gonna have to schedule an appointment. I start my job in a few days. I gotta do orientation week, get through that, and then I'm gonna start with my preceptor on the floor. I need to do a lot of research. I don't know anything at this point. There's a baby inside me and I have no idea what I'm doing.